So, what's retail liquidity? So apparently, majority of traders trade based on retail patterns like trend lines, indicators, and support and resistance. And this is one of the biggest reasons for manipulations in forex or in retail trading. Apparently, so this is one of the biggest reasons for manipulation in retail patterns because smart money traders, example banks and other institutions, trade against retail traders, right? So, but now in a few minutes, I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain to you guys how retail traders or pattern traders think and how they take their trade from what levels they take their trade from. So, giving the example on the screen, I think I should take these guys out. So, given the first example here, we have a downtrend, right? So, if you are following me on YouTube, if you are subscribed to my channel on YouTube or you are on my WhatsApp channel, I've dropped multiple videos on how to map structure. So, say we have to map this structure, say we have to map this trend. So, based on this move, we have this first leg, second leg, then we have a breakout of this level. If there's a breakout here, like this. If there's a breakout here, where's the first pullback after the breakout? Here. So we are anticipating inducement here. This will be our first inducement, but unfortunately there was another pullback here and a break here as well. So we have two breakout structures. And what happened? What will happen? So if inducement was formerly here, after the break of this structure, we have the inducement to transfer to where? Inducement to transfer to this leg here, right? Inducement is going to transfer to this leg. So you can see the third movement here, the third leg here. We had a break of this structure here again. Inducement to now what? Transfer to this leg here. So you can see that after the break of this structure here, like this, price went out to take out the first pullback, which is what's also known as our what inducement. And I told you guys, inducement is trap. Inducement is a level in the markets where impatient buyers and impatient sellers take trades from. So if you're taking a trade from this level of inducement, you are basically taking a trade. Okay, that's right. So after we took our inducement, can we start to identify? Okay, so after taking out inducements, now what's the next thing to do? We will have to start to identify valid unmitigated order blocks in the market, right? Where we can take the risk for the buy and for the sell, correct? So let's take this one out. Okay, so if you look here, okay, I've said in my earliest videos that there are only two POIs that works, right? Which is the seasonal POI, that is the POI after taking out inducements. There's usually a level here after taking an inducement. This is seasonal POI. People also know this as discount level. The second POI to look after is sale. All this, or if you're, every other pullback you're seeing in the middle here, you're just strapped to induce early buyers and early sellers. So there are two POIs that only works in SMC. So we have the discounts or the seasonal POI, and we have the what extreme POI. So most of the times, you see price tap on the discounted POI and continue straight to the downside, or price move its way ahead to the extreme order block, right? So this POI works only 50% of the time, all right? So here we have after price took out this level structure, this level here, we have price took out inducement and price went all the way to tap our unmitigated extreme order block. But how do you think a trend line trader will see this? Actually, let's take out smart money concept away, and let's now think from the perspective of a trend line trader. So here, if we have a trend line trader watching this market, here's what a trend line trader is going to do. He's going to come here and connect these three dots or these four dots together and automatically assumes that when price makes this first touch, It will sell, fine. Even if you made a little bit profit here and price came back here to tap, he's going to assume because already you're going to be seeing some candlestick sell signals here. You're going to have to sell, right? So let's assume he takes the sell here. You can see that where he took the sell at is like a kill zone. So you can see that price went ahead. Now, look at it from the SMC perspective. You can see that price went ahead to take out inducement, tap on the seasonal POI, failed, and went to the extreme order block. You can see where the manipulation comes in forex. It's very easy to understand, guys. This is where the manipulation. And if you look at this level here, I told you guys something. SMC is about supporting liquidity. I've said this before. The backbone to SMC is liquidity and structure. If you know how to map structure correctly and you know how to spot where liquidity is, I tell you, you're going to be unstoppable in this business, really. So if you look at this level here, if you look at this level here, this is the level of liquidity. It means that buyers are, or let's say, okay, here, okay, it means that sellers are putting their stop loss at this level, right? And what does forex market needs to move? It needs liquidity, it needs money. It needs money to move. So when sellers start to put their stop loss at these levels here, you see them, they put their levels, their stop loss at this level, at this level, at this level here. You see that when price come here, price will just take out all of the money and grab all of their money and start going its original direction, right? So moving on to the next example, we have an uptrend here, which is here. You have an uptrend here, correct? So you would observe that when price made the break of structure here, price made the break of structure here, right? So price made the break of structure here. So where's our first inducement here? We'll mark as our first inducement, right? I've said this in my earlier videos, guys. After a break of structure, the first pullback should invariably be identified as your what? Your level of inducement. We can see what happened here again. There was another break of structure here. So what would then happen? There's another break of structure here. Let me take out this, guys. I think it's confusing. If you observe here, there's another break of structure here, and you can see there's a pullback here, correct? So after the break of this structure, where will be our inducement here? The inducement will transfer from this level to this level. That's after the confirmation of this break of structure here, correct? So you can see that price has not come to take out inducements, and we had another successful break of structure here. So after this break of structure here, where will be our inducement here? And you can see that after price broke out from this level here, we'll mark it out. After price broke out from this level here, you can see that price came all the way to take our inducement, right? Now let's look at where the retail traders will be selling from. Let's see where the price action traders will be selling from. So I told you before, usually this is how they think. Once price bounces here, they will put their stop loss under here. They will start putting their stop loss under these levels, like this, in these levels, in this level, like this. Do you get? So you can see that after price took inducement, price went all the way to the extreme unmitigated order block, right? So I've also made videos about how to identify unmitigated order blocks in the forex market, correct? So you can see what does an unmitigated order block. Well, in this scenario, if we probably had this leg, this higher low, tap into. If you had this higher low, tap into this order block, you can see that this higher low has already mitigated this extreme order block, correct? And what will happen here? I said before, unmitigated order blocks can only be used once, guys. So usually, price might probably tap on the order flow, perhaps, or price might tap on this first, that's the seasonal POI here, and price might just continue to go up after tapping here because this one has been mitigated by this move already, right? But that's not the point of contention. I'm telling you, simply showing you guys how trend line traders think and how they are always getting stopped out in the market because of their silly mistakes. So we have another type of liquidity here, which is the equal highs and the equal lows, equal highs and equal lows. I said something about this in types of markets. I said there are three basic types of markets, which is the uptrend, the downtrend, and the ranging market. So obviously, when you have price going from ceiling to bottom, you see traders putting what their stop loss at these levels here, up here. And I told you before, forex market needs liquidity to move. So you see something like this, they will start putting their stop loss here. And when they put their stop loss here, what will happen? Most of the time, price will. Okay, you see, most of the time, you see that price will stop out the people that took uh, a sell entry here. So, for example, you see price, I bought here, price went up and rallied down, kick them out, and continue to the upside, right? Or in a situation whereby the pardon me, in a situation whereby or in a situation whereby the sell from this from this support here, right? You would invariably observe that price after price picks the others here, price will go above and kick these people here that puts their stop loss here and continue its rally to the what downside. So this thing works if you learn the art or the concept of structure mapping and you know how to spot liquidity, it's always going to keep you at an edge, So make sure to learn how to map structure correctly. Make sure to learn how to spot inducement in the market if you want to increase the level of your profitability. So in a minute, I'm going to be moving to the live chat where you'll understand more practically. All right, so if we observe here, you see that price was making a series of what higher highs. Okay, sorry, we're in a downtrend, correct? Lower highs and lower lows, right? Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? Lower highs, lower lows. There's a sweep here. So where's our first pullback? Here we have, you can pick this level, but rather prefer this major level. So you can see that price took out inducements. When price took out inducements, you mark our lower low here. And you can see that based on the trend line we have here, I can see based on the trend line we have here, you see that someone that trades trend line would be anticipating to pick a sell position at this level here. Pick a sell here. He will put his targets here like this and pick his sell order. Probably sell at the close of this candle. Put his stop loss above here. Profit targets below here like this. And you see a trend line trader waiting for price to start going down. We can see that after price retraced a little, you can see that price went back up towards top on our seasonal POI, which is here from some markets. If I'm to map this entire POI, this is what it's going to look like this. Price came here, tapped on our seasonal POI, and what continued to the downside, right? So I told you guys, SMC is about spotting liquidity. This is where the liquidity was. There was a liquidity on this trend line, and so price made its rally there to grab all the available liquidity there and continue its movement to the downside. So we have a break of structure here, right? We have another trend line. Okay, good. We have another trend line here again. You can see, and the best way to draw the trend line is from connecting from two and above points in the market. So we have one, two. This is the third touch. So you can see most of the trend line traders might want to start to sell from here, from this fourth touch here, or even most people might take their sell from here. But for the people that are selling from here, put their stop loss here, this swing, percent swing low, pardon me. They put their stop loss here. What happens? You can see that after price start on this trend line, you can see that you will observe that what price went up and above towards tap on this extreme order block here. Actually, this is the entire structure. Price went to map the entire structure here, and you can see that after price taps, you can see, you will observe that after price tapped on the extreme order block, what happened? By the way, by the way, let's break this down because there's a break of structure here and there's a break of structure here. And after this break of structure, where's the first pullback? Here, first pullback. This is a seasonal POI, but it's invalid because this pullback is not correct. So let's take this out. So this is a first seasonal POI. I can see that price made a reaction here, and price rather extended its way to the extreme POI, breaking this or violating this trend line, and finding its way to this extreme POI. Okay, so we also have another example here. We have an equal low here. You can see that people will be anticipating to sell to buy here. You can see that took out after price stopped here, you can see that price took out the liquidity here. Even as the liquidity sweep here again, you can see. So you can see that after price took it out, you can see that price continued probably to the upside, starts on this other block here and continue probably to the downside. So the example is here everywhere. You have to learn how to spot liquidity, guys. Spotting liquidity and knowing how to map a structure correctly is the backbone to this business. So see you guys in the next class and follow me for more.